Companies House are increasing the fees to register a company from £50 to £100 and increasing the fees for confirmation statements from £34 to £50. How do y'all feel about that? Well, first of all, let me say this. And typically, I don't have too many positive things to say about the UK and how things are going. But in this instance, I would say that it's perhaps a very necessary move for a few reasons. And actually one I think people should just welcome, and it's just a cost. I know it's another tax, right? In fact, let me do it again. Maybe it's a long form or medium form. Companies House are increasing the fee to register for a company from £50 to £100 and increasing the fee to register your confirmation statement from £34 to £50. And I know everyone's up in arms about this and you was expecting me to be the same, but in fact, I'm not. And here's a few reasons why I think it's just perhaps a necessary move. And I call a spade when I see things operate and function in a good way and bad way. Now, first of all, Companies House as a data point and public forum, I feel on the front end, in terms of the data and the way it can be is searchable, it's very functional and is very practical and it's fit for purpose. And that requires, I'm sure it's all digital, but probably requires some investment. I'm sure they spent hundreds of millions of pounds on it. Yeah, someone got rich. And when you go to other territories and other spaces, their systems and solutions are a lot more clunky or non-existent. So the system that they have is very practical. And I'm sure we've all been annoyed by various things that's happened. Companies House, you've made a mistake, you've put your company, your home address in there, and it's now got your home address, and all these rookie mistakes that people made, which is why you need self-made book. But it's a practical resource online as a digital platform, and you can do things online. Again, it's clunky and not too easy to use and navigate, but it's fit for purpose. Once you kind of done it for YouTube videos, it works. You can make it work. You can figure it out yourself, right? Now they have their tech support or telephone support, and you can call them. This all requires money. We want the service to be better, of course, so it requires money. But also, there's no barrier to entry to start a company. Just think about, wake up on Monday morning, I'm going to start a company. £100, £50 later, now £100, you've started your company. It's not a deterrent, or it's not a barrier to entry, and you start a company over, at a football match whilst you're, watching the old Arsenal, right? And here's the thing, right? In other territories, for example, in the UAE, our cost to form a company is thousands of pounds, and there's an annual fee, versus it's £100 and a one-off fee. So in that respect, look at the difference, right? Y'all are crying, this guy's £100, yeah. Bro, you got to pay thousands of pounds over here, right? So now it's only putting serious people in the room. Now it's only making people who actually got money to form companies, and you got to pay that annually, right? Maximum Achievement Summit, Dubai. If you want to hang out with me and Bianca, you know what? It's not just hanging out. I shouldn't say that. 5 days in Dubai, fun in the sun, everything created for you, but also we're working on your personal development, your personal brand, your image, and sales, marketing, the power of persuasion. Listen, we've planned an incredible 5 days for you. Check out the details in the link below. So, £50 to £100 is nothing. Sure, it's another tax. It's a contribution towards the ecosystem of Companies House. And do you know what? They don't do it. I'm sure accountants and other people everyone's had a bad experience doing everything. We've all been to, 20 of us have been to one restaurant, one person had a bad experience. It's going to happen to somebody, right? Sure. But I think overall, it's a good product. It's a good service. It's fit for purpose. It's functional. Sometimes I'm like, this is pointless. They're just trying to make some money. Confirmation statements came up. What is this for? Sure. Perhaps it wasn't. Perhaps something happened. Maybe I'll do some research into that. But now you got to pay this extra fee every now and then. It's like, long. But I genuinely feel like, you know what, £34 to £50, nothing. £50 to £100, nothing. If you're serious about business, if you're serious about starting, it's not a barrier to start. It's not going to stop you from moving forward. So stop moaning, roll up your sleeves, pay another tax. It's another tax. Taxes is the worst part of the game, right? It's another tax. And do you know, I'll take it back. It's not another tax. It's still nothing, you know. It's still next to nothing. So, suck it up. What can you do anyway? Let me know your comments and thoughts in the comments below.